Hey everyone, it's John here, and in this video we're going to see how we can send an email from Excel with an attachment. So in a previous video I showed how we could send an email from Excel using Power Automate, and if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that one out before you check this video out, because we're just going to build on top of that solution. So I'll put a link to that video in the description below so you can watch it before this one. So we've got our table of data that we're going to send emails based on. And if we go up to the Data tab and open up our Power Automate add-in, then we can see the flow that we built in the last video. And we can come here and edit this. And the screen is a little small, so what I'm going to actually do is open this up in another browser tab. So you can't resize this window pane, and it's a little bit annoying. So to get a little bit more room, we can open that up in another browser. And I've just got to go find that flow in My Flows. So here it is. Let's just edit that. And there's a couple different ways that we could probably do this to add attachments. One way would be that we could add another column to our table here and then specify either a file location in SharePoint or OneDrive or a folder location in SharePoint or OneDrive, and then attach either that file or all the files in the folder to our email. But the way we're going to do it in this video is using the trigger. So for a selected row, that's what's triggering our email. And if we expand this, there is actually an option here to add input. And so that's going to allow us to add input that we can use in our automation later on. And you'll notice that one of them here is a file input. So I'm just going to change this to file attachment. And then in our email now, we can reference that file attachment. So down here in the advanced options, we have the ability to add an attachment to our email. And here the attachment content we can actually reference with dynamic content. So you'll notice that we have that file attachment as dynamic content from our for selected row trigger. Let's add that in. And now we can just hard code a name here, but the problem is that we're going to need to add a file extension so that the person can actually open this up correctly. And if we hard code a file extension, then if you attach a different type of file, the person is not going to be able to open up that file properly. So if we hard code this as a PDF, we're only going to be able to attach PDFs and then open them successfully in our email. And of course, we don't want to hard code anything. But the problem is, you'll notice that for a selected row, we don't actually have the file name as dynamic content. So this name here is actually from our table of data right here. So that's this name column and not the file name. Now we can't actually reference the file name. So if I copy this, and let's just paste that in so we can see what it is. You can see that we have this expression here that references the contents of the file. And instead, what we're going to do is reference the name. And let's copy that. And then we can add that in as an expression instead of dynamic content. Let's paste that in. And let's save this. And let's go back to our Excel. And let's try this flow out. So let's hit the play button and continue. And then that's going to prompt us for a file attachment. And let's just try adding in a picture here. let's run that. And if we head over to our email, here's the email. And we get our dynamic email. And we also have our attachment as well. So that's how you can send emails with attachments from Excel using Power Automate. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future Excel videos like this one. That's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.